I think the instability of the field would have been nice to know.
Sure.
It wasn't something that I was really aware of coming into it, of the fluctuations in the ESL population and how out of anyone's control
Yeah.
those factors that influence are. So, you know, that to have hundreds of students in your program and now 50 or less students in your program, and, you know, knowing that it might go back up to that other extreme sometime, but who knows, or it may dwindle down to where none of us have jobs because no one's allowed in the country anymore.
Yeah,
So,
it's really a bananas time to be within the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I started my program, things were good. I mean, there was job opportunities anywhere, but then, like I said, the 2008 recession crash happened, like while I was in school, and everything just started, you know, like kind of fading and dwindling to nothing. It was also a big reason why I chose to go abroad at that time when I graduated, because I just knew things would be hard. And I knew going into it, I mean, my professors sat down, they're like, look, unless you want to be an adjunct for the rest of your life, you really should get a PhD. But I'm like, I ain't doing that. I'm not incurring all that debt. I'm incurring like $60,000 of debt to make like $10,000 more every year.
And honestly, you're 100% right. It's really not that much more money that you make.
Exactly. So I knew that wasn't going to be an option. I'm like, well, I'm just going to ride this and see where it goes. Yeah, and I knew it wasn't going to be anything long term, but I'm like, well, at least I'll get an adventure out of it and an advanced degree. So saying that, it's 10 years later and I'm still here. I actually did quit the profession for a while. When I was adjuncting, I was working insane hours. In Chicago, I had this my worst schedule ever was I had a Monday through Thursday, I had a 14-hour day. So I would go downtown, like ride the train for an hour with people, rush hour traffic, people smushed in the face.
No social distance.
No. Teach from like 9 to 1:30, ride an empty train back to my house. I'd be home for maybe 2-3 hours and then go teach night school from 5 to 10. And I was signing up for it. I was like, well, I'll have a 3-day weekend, so it'll be fine. But I was so exhausted, just so mentally done. But I did that for 6 months, and then I found an opportunity for a full-time job in the medical field. That ended up being the craziest job I ever had, and the place went bankrupt. So then I went back to the profession again. Very difficult to find a full-time employment back then, but it was super easy. I could have worked part-time jobs forever, like for my whole life, because that's the way it was for the teachers that were there. Mm-hmm. So I think too, it really depends on the environment that you're in, because each place I looked at the life of the teachers that were like me, and that's what everyone I met, that's what they told me. Like, yeah, you can have 3 or 4 part-time jobs forever if you want, but good luck finding a full-time one.
Yeah, or health insurance, or any of the other things that you need to take care of you when you're older.
So when I left Ohio, there was zero opportunity, almost no opportunities, even for part-time work. But I came back because, again, there was this huge flood again because it ebbed and flowed, and that's how I got a full-time position. So I decided, so this is what I love to do. So I'm like, I'm riding that Titanic down until she sinks.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the conclusion I reached too, is that it's like, well, at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm where I'm supposed to be in life. So we just see where it goes.
That's right. Just ride it till the end, see how long it lasts. But thinking that I always have like backup options in my mind, you know what I mean? So I can always I can always do this part-time again, that part-time again. You know what I mean? So I have a diverse skill set, both in teaching and in other areas of my life. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I have that.
That is a nice thing. I don't have that.
Yeah.
And I can't do part-time because we need full-time employment.
Yeah.
So that's never an option for that. So that, that's something to consider, is that, I'm the benefits provider for my household. So I can't just go do something else unless it's full-time, and there's nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I knew that going in, but again, I started off doing this as a single person, like, well, just taking care of me. And once I got my family, like, oh, it's me and someone else, between the two of us, we can, provide for everything. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I'm in so I have that comfort zone where, yeah, if you don't have that in your comfort zone, it's a whole lot scarier to watch. that ebb and flow come in and out. This is not a recession-proof profession.
No.